Welcome to Side Fishes on a blustery wet September day. We're down in ELPHICKS on Plantation Lake, just trying to set up in this rain. I've just stuck up a little brolly just to put my stuff beneath so it doesn't get drenched. It's been so heavy, the rain this morning. It's easing off a tiny bit, but it's still coming down. I've chose to fish the far side of the plantation, away from the road bank. I like a bit of peace and quiet, and I'm bang in the middle of the lake, so I've got all the gap between the islands. I've got the margin to the left and to the right, and some of this island to fish. On the road bank there's my friend Al, a newcomer to the video, a fella called Daryl, a friend of a friend. He's setting up in that corner. Feels good to be out again. I know it's not going to be an easy session. I blanked on this lake last time. Let's see what happens. Dan's enormous bivvy. The RS 200. Probably could get a five-a-side team in this bivvy. Boom! And then always remember to peg it down. While I'm still setting up, I've got my Scopex Squid mix, different size boilies, some chops and loads of syrup. It's a little plonk in the edge there. That's probably one mouthful for one of these big carp in this lake. So I made some rigs up yesterday. Just gone for the basic hair rig. I made my own kickers with the string tube, as you can see, and my hook bait. Let's give it one for luck. Go on. I found you can quite often spot feeding bubbles on these lakes down at ELPHICKS if you watch the water long enough, and I've just seen some directly out in front of me. That's where this little bag of boilies is going. So that's it, all three rods are out. So the last time I was on Plantation Lake, I blanked. I lost one fish, what felt like a good one, but it's not an easy lake by any means. But some people do have it off. I chatted to a fellow on here a few months back and he'd had 7 fish. I've just remembered an important part of my setup that is essential to catching me fish. Here comes the rain. I think a change of footwear is due. I think the weather's going to be like this for the rest of the day, maybe through the night. It's supposed to be a glorious sunny day tomorrow, even though it's a northwesterly wind. It's going to be a fresh one. That's the only thing when you're fishing close to an island where trees are. Look at that. I'm glad I checked my rod. My middle rod, I'm going to fish out between the islands. I keep seeing feeding bubbles on and off, and once again there's more here. Don't know if you can see that through this camera, but right there, there's feeding bubbles. Fish are topping. They're very active. I've had a few lunkers. I saw a lovely common clear of the water earlier. Came out fully out of the water. But the fish are active. The rain's just eased off and the sun just broke through the clouds. How strange. It's 5 o'clock. A little bit of sunshine just before the evening sets in. So the wind has eased off completely. Although it's very changeable, it could pick up again at any time. Not expecting fish straight away. Very small lake. Very cautious fish. Dan's hooked one. Dan has hooked one already. Dan did the Adam Penning technique of not fishing when you first get here, and it's paid off. Hello, hello, he's not giving up yet. Can you bring him over? Keep going. Back in the net. It's a double.
Beautiful.
Dan tends to have the first fish, often.
No, I don't catch any for the rest of the session.
We don't know, who knows, but what you've done so far is working. Right there. I reckon it's bang on 20.
I want to say 21.
21?
No, I want to say 23.
He says 22.
24.
24 with the sling. Wicked. Let me get some photos for you. Well, it's enormous.
It's the old Inspector Gadget arms, isn't it? Aren't they?
Yeah. Hold it out. Up and out.
You know the old tricks?
Yeah. Okay. It's perfect.
Lovely fish, isn't it?
Pristine.
Lovely fish. Put him back. Oh. There she goes. Wait.
Yeah, there she goes. Dan nearly went in as well. How good was that? An early fish. Dan chose not to put his rods out early. He chose just to bait up, sit and wait, try and let the fish gain confidence in the free bait that's out there. He cast out, and within half an hour he's got the first fish. So I've just taken a buzzer from here, put a single rod over this side, slack lines, fishing the margins, any nervous fish, any cautious fish, maybe scared of tight lines, going straight down to your bait. So fishing slack lines, there's nothing rigid and tight that they might brush against that might scare them away. So as you can see, my bobbin is right down on the deck. So the lake is looking lovely. 6 in the evening. Bite time. Bite time. Oh, that's the only thing. As you can see, I just had a few beeps, but Fishing slack lines in the wind is it's always going to give you beeps like this. Let's see how it goes. I don't want to be woken up through the night. Bloody thing. It feels really small. Feels tiny. I think I've got the smallest fish in the lake. What the hell? That is weird, man. That was cruising around like it was the smallest fish. I'm confused. This with the waistling is £23 9 ounces. So it's probably, it might be just under 20.
Nice. Lovely little mirror, it.
Can't believe it.
Yeah, so what do you have that on, Si?
So that was on me Scopex Squid wafter.
Off the bottom, yeah?
Off the bottom. There we go.
Lovely fish.
So I need to weigh the sling, but it's close to £20. Can't believe it. I really can't believe it. My first fish out of plantation. Me and Dan.
Off the mark.
Me and Dan are off the mark. Let's hope we get plenty more.
And away.
Almost away.
And away. And away.
And away, and away. Well, the sling is £3. It's changing. £3 3 ounces. So it was a 20. So that made it £20 6 ounces. So let's get it back out there, do the same again. 6 or 7 boilies with the wafter. Exactly there. I'm trying to warm up my curry. This stove is poo. In goes the rice. Oh! Now that is a big pot of rice. Jesus Christ. Well, I managed it. My first fish from Plantation Lake. Dan was the first one to nab one earlier. We came at 1 o'clock, which is Friday today. We've still got all of Saturday, all of Sunday. I'm not counting my chickens just yet, but we've got a really good chance of getting some more. That really tangled me up. Looks like a 20. I need to weigh it, but it feels like another 20. We're doing alright. It's just gone 10 o'clock at night. Well, I've weighed it and it's £23 7. Oh, I'm happy with this one. Well, that one was from a different position to my first fish. It was towards the left island, out to my left. 2 fish from 2 different places. Morning, folks. Dan's got one in the net. $22.5.
Yeah, last one I was 22, isn't it?
Yes, wicked. Get some photos.
Another cracking, absolute pristine mirror out of ELPHICKS.
Right, quick. It's a lump.
Oh, a beauty.
Another 22 pounder for Dan. 22 and a half, you say?
Yeah. Let's get him back. There she goes. Yeah. Oh. Ah, cup of tea, I think.
Yes, it deserves
Good
a cup of tea. It is gonna be a glorious day. So I'll quickly tell you where I've had my fish. I wasn't quite centre, I was slightly to the right. About there. Fish 1. Fish 2. I baited up an area here, not tight to the island. Just about 10 boilies. And a wafter hook bait. Fish 2. Nothing has come from the margin rods yet. But we've still got plenty of time for that. Dan's just called me. Can only mean one thing. You alright?
Common.
Common, eh? Alright. I think it's a double.
Beautiful.
So that was the middle rod again. £13.
Little £13 common. Lovely.
It's a cracker. And they're all worth catching, eh? Look at that. Right, it's my turn. 3 fish to Dan, 2 to me.
Another one to the Manilla Active.
Manilla Active.
I'm running out of bait.
And Dan's almost out of bait. Oh no. Nice.
Well, third one of the session. Not bad for plantation.
I know. Cannot believe it. 5 fish already.
Well, this bank's doing alright. I don't know what's going on over there.
Yeah, come on you two.
I think Daryl's just having to do a bit of sunbathing. Jacko, I think he's just been sleeping since he's been in.
Pull your finger out, you two. I've recast my rods. No longer got a margin one. This one now goes to where I caught the fish. I brought the margin one in, which is this, and now it goes off the end of the island. I saw a fish lunk here and a fish lunk there, so I've recast, baited up again. Middle rod, sorry, right hand rod. Same area where I caught the first fish. It's looking good. It's really looking good. Oh, that's why I haven't had my third fish. Going across the other lines. Just a slow cruiser.
We've gone right down the margin, haven't
I had to on the other lake.
I thought, oh, it must be nearly up there. The tubing just keeps coming.
we? 18 foot of tubing.
You have to use 600mm of tube on the other lake.
Oh, he's mugging you right off, so.
Yeah, he's making me look like a right proper dummy.
He won't give in, he won't give up. I don't think he's huge either, but
That's what we thought about every single fish. Oh, look at that beauty. Shining in the sun.
fish number 3.
Go on, sire. Nice one.
Could be close to 20.
Got to be happy with that, sire.
Yes.